set and away. Spondula, not all that flash away. Rocky Sprint's begun quickly, away smartly. Blackbeard nearer the inside. Alanon and Barcara working up to join the lead. Spondula mustering speed, and You Remember settles just off the pace inside at Facile. Getting well back, another Luster back with Pitcairn Edition, and Mr. Elegant last of all to the 650 metre mark, and Barcara and Alanon matching strides, 2 lengths in front of Spondula. Around it, Rocky Sprint, a length and a half then to Blackbeard. You Remember whipping around the outside of it, and Facile. Well back then, another Luster in front of it, Pitcairn Edition and Mr. Elegant on the turn, 400 out. Alanon and on the inside of it, the grey Barcara matching strides. 2.5 in front of You Remember, who's taken right off the track there by Rocky Sprint. Spondula got through nearer the inside, and then comes Facile, 200 metres out. Alanon reached the lead. Spondula, Barcara the inside, and further back then was Facile. It's Alanon in front. Spondula trying to pick him up. Alanon holding on though from Spondula, and Alanon wins by a half length. Spondula, nearly a dead heat third between Facile and Mr. Elegant, then Barcara. Next in would have been Rocky Sprint, another Luster Pitcairn Edition. Well back Blackbeard, and with it was You Remember on the outside.
Number 1 Alanon, 280 and 140. 7 Spondula, $3. Photo for third. 8 Facile, 220. Or the other one, number 3 Mr. Elegant, $5.50.
And first, just match strides. He was travelling.
Number 1 Alanon to return 145 and 70 on the Super Tab. Number 7 Spondula, 170. Those for third, 8 Facile at 125. Or number 3 Mr. Elegant, 225.
And third placing is tight. Facile on the outside, and Mr. Elegant are the 2 here. I think you'll find in front of Barcara. 1-7 at a photo. Number 1 Alanon first. Number 7 Spondula is second. And the judge calling for the photo for third to split Facile and Mr. Elegant. I've run the record there again, have they? 56.4. And yeah, he's broken the record which he jointly held with Strawberry Ranch and Bint Maskey, who would have established that during the carnival. 56.4, and number 2's got, well, unbelievable. Number 2's got third on the inside, Barcara. Barcara's got third on the inside, ridden by Pat Payne. Well, it looked to be the one of the 3 that wasn't in there.
80 cents to place on Super Tab.
Barcara, well, shows plenty of heart, Barcara. And it's done so again here today after looking to be well and truly stoused at the 150 metre mark. Alanon first by No Alcoholic from Summoned, raced by Mrs. H. Tidy, Glenlogan Park Stud, Jane D. Hasler, the managers there, Dicerage Proprietary Limited Syndicate, Mr. J. Aspinall, the manager, Angus Armanasco, the trainer, and Matthew Allen, the winning rider. That's what's it won now with that prize? Well over $300,000. Been a very, very good horse, and now holds the record here for the distance all on its own. Number 7 Spondula by Hula Chief from
172 at the barrier, Newcastle.
Dead heated in the previous. They beat Jameen Star. Set here and they're off. And the best out was Zinders. Zinders about 3/4 of a length on Western approaches Churchillian. Sungent poking through and striking gold not far back. And then Dan Gambon, followed by Noble Metal. Second last is Slanton, 2 lengths to Movil Peter. As they race almost 400 metres, and the Kiwi Churchillian pulls its way to the lead. It's out a length and a half on the favourite Western approaches. A length away third is Striking Gold, followed by Zinders, and then Sungent on the inside. About a length and a half gap to Dan Gambon. Sir Slad has 2 behind him, and they being Noble Metal and Movil Peter. As they race past the 1400 metres, and the leader is Churchillian for Shane Dye, about a length and a half Western approaches. Third posse is Striking Gold, and then Sungen parked inside of Zinders, who's being followed there by Dan Gambon. A length to Sir Slant. Second last is Noble Metal, and Movil Peter last of all, about 8 or 9 lengths from the leader Churchillian, who swings around the far corner at the 1100 metres, a length on Western approaches, and then Striking Gold, who's racing 3 or 4 away from the fence, followed by Sungen Zinders, and then Dan Gambon, Sir Slant, about 2.5 to Noble Metal, and a length to Movil Peter. So in this pattern they go over the crossing at the 850, and Churchillian a half length on Western approaches, who's travelled well on the run. 3 deep is Striking Gold, about 2.5 to Sungent, and then Zinders and Dan Gambon. Sir Slant being niggled out now. Noble Metal second last, and Movil Peter brings up the rear as the field heads to the corner, and it's Churchillian on the inside. joined in front by Western Approaches and Striking Gold. 3 in line as they straighten up. Sungent the rail. Zinder's in the middle, and then Dan Gambin followed by Noble Metal, Movil Peter and Sir Slant. Striking Gold hits the front as they race down to the 250. Western Approaches a half length second, and they've beaten off Churchillian, and 2 lengths to Dan Gambin. Striking Gold is racing it off the track, but it holds a lead of nearly a length. Western Approaches, Churchillian. Dan Gambin wants to hang in badly under pressure. Striking Gold all over the place. He's inconveniencing Dan Gambin, but Striking Gold will score from Dan Gambin. Sir Slant's run third from Western Approaches with Churchillian. Movil Peter's son, Jen Zinders, and last was Noble Metal.
Super Tab number 1, Striking Gold, 245 the win, 90 the place. Number 9, Dan Gambin, 380, and number 8, Sir Slant to return $1.70.
It's been a pretty decent performance, 430 and 170. I wonder how much he has inconvenienced Dan Gambin. Striking Gold, trained by Liam Birchley at Rose Hill and ridden by Mark Newnham, and Striking Gold has paid 430 and 170. Dan Gambin, number 9, ridden by Len Beasley, has paid, well, it's a photo for minus. Dan Gambin will be second, number 9, about $8, and number 8 will be in third spot, and that's Sir Slant, and it'll pay about $3 even. Dan Gambin certainly inconvenienced, but on the line there's been a winning margin of about a length and a half in front of Striking Gold, who has run 2.4.66, and the sectional 2, not yet to hand, the record 2.2.1. It's 1, 9 and 8 official. The winner by Touching Wood, Striking Gold from Miss Ballarat. A Bay Gelding 5, trained by Liam Birchley for himself, J.D. Healy, C. Gibson, W. Duffy, and the C.A. Thompson, ridden by Mark Newnham. The runner-up, number 9, Dan Gambin, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Danger's Hour from Nyambin. J.A. Diamond Kembler, Len Beasley, a number 8, Sir Slant, a chestnut gelding 5, Slant French Classic, P.M. Perry, W. Ashbross. Western Approaches, he travelled well on the run, but he didn't get down the straight all that quickly. He's run 4th, a number 4, Churchillian, who led early, was officially 5th. The sectional time, 37.13. 37.13. We stand by for margins on race 6. 7th event of the day.
Win 40,000 the place, 621 selections, race 7, Sydney, 455. Set Melbourne.
In the air in the stalls, Diamond Heist has broken out very badly. A rider of Cannonade, David Taggart, about to climb into the saddle, blue cap on it to distinguish it from the stablemate, which is Naruma Guy. They're drawn next to each other in the barrier. Diamond Heist on the outside, long 10 in 4. Set. Ready for a start. Light is on. Racing now. They've gone away in a good line. Top Flash, Send Touch near the inside. Packs a million, long 10 all the way quickly with English Mustard. Deeper out on the track, Naruma Guys whipping around them quickly with Fleet Dancer as they settle. Royal Snack drifting back with Tusk Hunter. And caught deep is Diamond Heist as long 10 takes the lead. Immediately tackled and headed now by Naruma Guy and Fleet Dancer as they run up the hill. A length away, Packs a Million. Then comes Diamond Heist racing on the outside of Send Touch. 2.5 or 3 further back. Top Flash has got back with it, was on the outside Cannonade. Then English Mustard, Royal Snack, and last of all is Tusk Hunter, a dozen off the lead. Heading up the back towards the 1,300 metre mark, and the leader was Naruma Guy by a half length. Fleet Dancer is second, long 10 in the box seat. Third around it, Packs a Million. A length to Diamond Heist and Send Touch on the inside as they slacken the speed off. Another 2 lengths away, Top Flash, and around it Cannonade, well back Royal Snack and English Mustard. And a length and a half or 2 up last of all is Tusk Hunter. Down the side towards the 1,000 metre mark, and the leader was Naruma Guy, joined now by Fleet Dancer. 2 lengths to long 10, travelling nicely inside Packs a Million. Another 3 away, Send Touch and Diamond Heist. 4 lengths further back, Top Flash, Cannonade. Then Royal Snack with English Mustard and Tusk Hunter 3 away at the tail. 800 metres out, and Fleet Dancer on the outside it is, with Packs a Million going up 3 deep. On the inside, Naruma Guy, long 10 is travelling 4th, waiting for the run. Closing Send Touch around the outside of it, Diamond Heist at the 600. Then Top Flash as they pack up from Cannonade, English Mustard, Royal Snack and Tusk Hunter before the turn. And the leader, Fleet Dancer, now long 10 is out. Over on the inside, hard-ridden Naruma Guy with Packs a Million, and further back, Diamond Heist and Send Touch. Around the turn, he can't hang Long Tan because he's got Pax a Million on the outside of him. And as they straighten up at the 300-metre mark, Fleet Dancer in front. Long Tan on the outside has gone up quickly to join him, and then Pax a Million over on the inside getting the run there was Send Touch. It's in front here. Long Tan grabbed by Send Touch on the inside. Long Tan and Send Touch. Long Tan, Oliver trying to get everything out of it. Send Touch and Long Tan, they hit it. Nearly a dead heat here between Long Tan and Send Touch. Third in Royal Snack, or over on the outside, Tusk Hunter, who flew. Next then Fleet Dancer, Diamond High's Top Flash. Behind it, Pax a Million. Then came Cannonade back with its stablemate, which was Naruma Guy, and English Mustard has run last.
Photo finish if it's number 5 Long Tan, 2:20, 1:30, or 8 Send Touch, 8:40, 2:10. Here's the protest result, Sydney.
Dismissed. Protest dismissed in Sydney, placing stand 198.
As we head back to Brian.
On the fence.
Okay, on the Super Tab there, number 5, Long Tan, 1:15 and 65. The other one, 8 Send Touch to return, 4:45, 1:10. Close for third, 1 Royal Snack, 1:35. Or number 4, Tusk Hunter, 1:85.
Gee, it's hard. No, you've got to leave this to the judge. There's nothing between these. Send Touch with Stephen King getting up on the inside. And Long Tan, who had every possible chance. He was carried around the turn by the horse on the outside of him, which stopped him from hanging. He got the lead. He got it reasonably comfortably, and he's got there on the outside, Long Tan. Number 5, Long Tan, has got the bobbin right on the line here. Number 5, Long Tan first. Number 8 is second, Send Touch. And third placing goes to number 4. And that is Tusk Hunter, very, very wide out on the track, getting into third placing over number 1, Royal Snack. 5, 8 and 4. 5, 8, 4. 5, Long Tan by Sir Tristram from Battle Edition.
Right, about to move in Newcastle. Race 8, Melbourne. Lord Monet, number 1.
And 1 Rip Home, 7:22.50. 2 Marsala, 23.610. 3 Quick Fix, 17.690. 4 Great Lover, 4:52.10. 5 Great Mesnil Favourite, 3:61.30. 6 is out. 7 Kylemore Abbey, 5:31.90. 8 Pacific Crossing at 11 and 3:69. Fine Preparation, 56.11.10. Narochna, 78.17. 11 Oh What an Opera, 33 and 5.90. 12 Royal Reclaim, 115.22. 13 Sir Dare, 27.590. 14 Sitcom, 74.16. 15 Trillionaire, 31.630. And 16 Woolpack, 44 and 10. Set Sydney.
Racing this time, and a nice even break it was to one of the early pilots, Jovial Lord. The New Zealander Double Twirl is going up quickly, and very wide out is Barflirt in company with Soup Kitchen, Celestial Empire. Sprint by is handy too, and going up between them, Par around looking for the lead. Noble Toff making leeway, and then Blazing Thoughts, followed by Birdcage Walk is getting out of its ground. The same for Lucky Dip and the Plough. Pretty compact lot going to the first corner, and here it's a race for the lead. Par round is just in front now, followed on the inside by Double Twirl, and as they go round this first corner, it's going to be Double Twirl on the inside, joined again by Par round, and there's one moving up wider out on the track to make a line of 3. It's Jovial Lord, a length and a half to Sprint by, followed by Soup Kitchen on the fence, Celestial Empire, little over a length to Ad Astra, then Barflirt, 2 lengths to Noble Toff, and then Lucky Dip on the outside, Birdcage Walk, and in the last pair, Blazing Thoughts and the Plough, down to the 600 metres, and it's Double Twirl the inside, just in front from Par round. Jovial Lord's tempted to drop off. Sprint by the middle, wider is Soup Kitchen, and then Celestial Empire at Astra. 1 to Barflirt, and over on the fence next as they straighten up, Noble Toff. The Plough heads the others from Birdcage Walk. In the stretch over the rise, Par round tackled by Sprint by, who quickly races to the lead, and down to the 200 metres. Carmody pulls the whip on the favourite Sprint by. It's a couple of lengths now on Barflirt on the outside, making little headway on Sprint by, and then comes Ad Astra, but Sprint by, this Carpstad gelding, very good. He's about 4 on Ad Astra, Barflirt, and that's the way they'll finish. By golly, he's good. Sprint by from Ad Astra, Barflirt, and 4th Double Twirl, and then Birdcage Walk, doing his best work over the last 50 from Celestial Empire, Soup Kitchen, and then came Lucky Dip, the Plough, Noble Toff, Jovial Lord, and the last 2 Par round and Blazing Thoughts.
Super Tab, number 6, the winner, Sprint by, 95.65. 1 Ad Astra to return, 135. 2 Barflirt, 85.
Number 1 Ad Astra, ridden by N. Stanley, to pay 280. And number 2 will be third Barflirt, ridden by Shane Dye at $2 even. He obviously is a horse now looking for about 2,000 metres, Barflirt. But Sprint by, very smart. And, well, he's had 4 starts. He's been first past the post on the 4 occasions, as has been well documented. 2 starts ago, of course, he was disqualified. He's by Karpstad from Brooks Cross, a bay gelding 4 raced by Tom Smith and Barry Gamer, trained by Gay Waterhouse, and C. Carmody having his first ride on the gelding today for a 100% return. Number 1, Ad Astra second, a mare, a 4-year-old chestnut mare, Red Anchor, Viking Goddess, Jay Denham, Nathan Stanley, and number 2, third, and that's Bar Flirt, a bay gelding 4, Whiskey Road, Wink at Me, Bob Thompson, Shane Dye. 5 Double 12 ran 4th, and number 12, Birdcage Walk, made up many lengths over the last 100 metres, and he finished officially 5th. It's 6, 1 and 2, the overall 136.91, 136.91, the last 600 in 36.47. 36.47 sectional, the margins 3 1/4, a long neck. 3 1/4, a long neck. That's the information, race 7, Sydney.
Okay, thanks, Ian. Race 7, Adelaide, numbers 5, 11, 2. Number 5 was the winner, Kipara Princess, 3:30 and 1:15.